you? Good. Is there a way that um you can I can see you on the video or you don't like that? Oh, okay, no problem, no problem. How are you doing today? Okay, good, good. Okay, so um one of the things that I want to mention to you, so when the professor receives the accommodation from ADS via email, at least what I do, okay, the same day that I receive the accommodation. Oh, so you cannot see me, right? Through no, because you don't have a camera, right? Okay, okay. So it's okay, no problem. Is I go to the Blackboard shell and immediately under your name extend the time in every single accommodation. If it makes you feel a little bit better, I can do a screenshot of the extended time for the map assignment and for the exam. So for example, for the exam, instead of having 60 minutes, you have 90 minutes. That doesn't make sense? But it's under your name. I click on your name and I extend the time right away on every single examination. So I don't have any problems. If it makes you feel better, I can do a screenshot and email it to you so you can see it. Okay, okay. No, I can see, but that's why I highly recommend at one point when, um, if I have to email a few times to a student, I highly recommend to do this, the online office hours, even though if I cannot see you, it's okay, but you can hear me, right? And make sure that, that we are in the understanding each other. Does it make sense? Because I could tell that you were not understanding what I was trying to say to you. So that's what I say. Let's do the online office hours, and I can also tell that you get very anxious because you send the email to Makila, Professor Maita, and we didn't have the appointment to meet. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But it is, communication is one of my big strength, and I always want to make sure that the student is comfortable and understands everything, and that's what I recommend to do this. So I anything that can make you feel better, okay? So we always follow all the teachers, as far as I know, um, everything that comes from ADS, okay, via email. We have to set up that right away, okay? So for you to understand my side of the story, with why don't I show you the answers? And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, because more and more we are finding teachers questions and answers posted online. Okay? One of the places is Quizlet. So you can imagine that I am exhausted of reporting things, and I always have to revise exams, change questions, and some students are posting them online. So I've been trying to do everything that I could not to use softwares um, that is really a camera that you have to buy yes or yes if you take some of the classes where they are watching the students. If you are open, it will send me a red flag. If I don't know if you have been taking any class where they use honor lock at Harper so far. Yeah, but a lot of teachers are adopting now that software because of the problem that we have with students posting it online. So that is my honest answer to you, why I cannot show the answers. Now, answering your question about the map assignment, okay? So I think that if you rush to complete the map assignment over the weekend, that could have been a problem. And I'm telling you why. Because for some of the students that still don't have the textbook, well, at the second week of classes of the third week, you have to have the textbook by then, okay? Of course, I'm flexible the first week, but after the first week, you have to have the textbook. So I also posted on a Word document there under the assignment every single map that the students were supposed to read from the introduction chapter, look at the maps very well, and several of the maps are about population. And also reading the chapter, okay, in advance, because the assignment is time, you have 15 minutes to complete it, but in your case, you have 22 minutes, okay? And it's there that I extended the time, okay? So I will send you the screenshot too. I have no problems. So you couldn't complete the last multiple choice question, and unfortunately, the essay that it was worth 10 points. I say to you, do not worry about it at this point because you have an easy extra point assignment at the end of the semester that is worth 20 points. Okay. So you have nothing to worry about. Okay. And yeah, between you and I in the exam, I did not include any essay questions. Okay. So, oh, the short answer. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's why when you send me the questions and the answers, you understand how I feel about that. It's like, please don't do that because that's the big problem that I'm having with the students posting everything online. Okay. I mean, I understand that you yeah. No, no, I get it. Oh, which internet browser did you use? Oh, wow, that is really interesting. But it could happen. Okay, I didn't see that you hadn't I didn't see any problems with the fill in the blank. I mean, the ones that I saw that you didn't answer, one I tell you is was asking the most populous country in Middle America, and that is Mexico. Why is Mexico? Because Middle America in our textbook includes Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean islands. So that was one of the questions that you say Guatemala because I think that you were thinking about Central America and I don't know, but yeah, 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 that's what I wanted to share that with you. Then the Austral realm was the other question that you got incorrect because the Austral realm covers two countries. One is Australia and the other one is New Zealand. And you didn't choose two countries. Then the essay unfortunately was worth 10 points, right? And then the last multiple choice question, you didn't have time to answer it because it came right after the essay question. Does it make sense? But I will check your fill in the blank because I don't know. It didn't mark it as wrong. So I have to go back to your map assignment and double check that. So what I usually, well, No, no, of course. The last ones, what I saw were right after the essay, so you didn't have the time to answer them. That's what, the two main ones that you got wrong were those two that I'm sharing with you. Oh, was one more that I can look at it again. I think that the one, oh, you didn't answer that one. The one about the World Bank classification on countries based by, classifies the countries based on income, just using one factor. I think that you didn't answer that question, did you? Because I look at your map assignment. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you are not there because you know what I usually do, and I was gonna do it tomorrow and Friday. I always provide feedback of, hold on, of, I don't tell you like, the question, right? Because of the problem that I was sharing with you about, seeing the questions online. But I will say things like, make sure that you know that the astral realm covers two countries, okay? And make sure that you know the difference between Middle America and Central America, okay? Um, but hold on, now that I am on the grading center, I can see us. I can check for you that if I see, oh, you are right. It says non-given in the fill in the blank. So Chile, what ocean does Chile borders in South America? Atlantic or Pacific? Yeah, okay. Then let me see. Okay, the one about Guatemala, Mexico, I told you. Okay, yeah, non-giving here. So major clusters of population, you wrote it down on the answer. We have them in Asia, right? China and India, and then the third one is which one? So when we look at the three major clusters of population, China is the first one, India is the second one. Which one will be the third one? Okay, because that question was worth 2 points. Worth, yeah, fill in the blank. I'm like going back there. Okay, yeah, one. So there is like 3 points that you have. And the essay. Yeah, I gave you the points for the fill in the blank because you answered them now orally to me. No, they didn't mark them on the map assignment. Yeah, so you have the questions. No, please don't do that. Just I or we can always do online office hours. And what I do, because I tell you now, so the exam has a map section. Remember that? So when you study for the exam, you have to make sure that you know the map sections and the countries and physical features on the Word document that I listed there. So for the exam, one will be Europe and Russia, right? So there are countries and physical features that you need to know before you take the exam. So a lot of the map component of the exam is matching. Do not freak out, okay? Because after everyone takes the exam, I go back and make sure that every single matching has been graded, okay? Because I know that you get stressed out. So that's what I'm saying to you. Do not stress out, okay? Because I go over every single question, okay? The matching part. Sometimes what happens is on Blackboard, on the map section, if you get one wrong on the map section, it doesn't, it gives you a 0. And that's the reason why I go back and check every single matching part. Does it make sense to you? Make sure that it's grading everything. Okay? Okay. So remember that for the exam, and the map component is really the easiest part of the exam. And you have because it's always multiple choice questions, true and false, and there are no essay questions. So you know in advance that you don't have to worry about looking for an essay or short answer question and try to answer the question first. No, the only one, honestly, is the map assignment that you just took. True and false, fill in the blank. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So do not worry about, the short essays, but make sure that like when you go to the weekly courses schedule, I do say they are everywhere, that please refer to the study guides for the map section of the exam, okay? And then I I duplicated the map component again under the week of the exam too. So if you see, there is a map component of exam 1 called Europe and another one called Russia. You have there the the Word document with all the name of the countries and the physical features. You have two online quizzes for you to practice, okay? And you have also the outline maps, which is exactly the same map that you're going to see on the exam. So something that I highly recommend to you is print out the outline map of Europe and Russia and place all those physical features and countries on the outline map. Then, you know, study them and practice and all of that. Because if you don't do that in advance, there is not going to be enough time to finish up the exam. And you have plenty of time to finish up the exam. But everything has to be done, okay, ahead of time. Then if you look also at the under the week of the exam, you have also questions to practice that can look like some of the questions from the exam. And you have a study guide that I highly recommend to you to answer those questions before you take the exam too. Some students like to print out the PowerPoints and take notes. Um, I don't know what is easier for you, but you have also clicker questions to practice too, on top of the practice questions. Okay. Um, use Firefox, as you know, and you have 90 minutes. So then I am gonna be taking a screenshot for you of the extended time that you have on the exam and that you had on the map assignment. So if that makes you feel less stressed out, I can do that. Okay, okay. And yeah, so you are taking a class that, usually I recommend the students to take in a 16-week class, but because we are covering 12 different chapters, okay? So we are covering, as you know, Europe, Russia, East Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, Middle America, South America, North and South Africa. So very important to be, you can say, okay, I have these many pages in one chapter, let's divide some pages per day. And so, because the information is easy to understand, and whatever you don't understand, that's what I'm here for. Okay, answering any questions that you may have. Yeah, yeah. That's what you've been getting my emails, and I posted under announcements, that, take advantage of the online office hours. That's why I have them. Email me, tell me that you would like to set up an, online appointment, and this is what I do. I send you the link and we talk. Of course. Of course. Of course. Yeah, of course. And remember that I will be checking every single question of your exam. So, and I will tell you, wait for me a little bit because I'm waiting for all the students to take the exam. Then I go one by one, make sure, because the matching part is correctly graded. Because, like as I explained to you, sometimes in the map section, if you get one wrong, it will give you a 0, and I have to correct that grade. Yeah. So, do you feel better? Okay, okay. And again, I found sometimes emails to be very impersonal, mostly when you are getting stressed out. So just tell me, Professor Mormino, can we meet tomorrow for an online office hour, and I send you the link? Okay, okay. Any other questions that I can answer for you? No, no. As you say, the fill in the blank was not giving you any points, and one was worth 2 points, so I gave you the points. And then was really the essay and those two multiple choice questions. That's it. No, no problem, no problem. Of course, of course. And remember that I'm here for you, so don't get stressed out. That's the reason that, I, like I said, that, I hold online office hours, because if I can make your life less stressful, of course I'm here for that. No problem. Do not rush to take exam one, okay? Make sure you do everything, okay? All the components of the map section, the study guide, everything. You read at least once the chapters, okay? So you really feel very strong. Because if you feel strong, you have good notes. Um, like I say to you, I'm not using any software for the exams. So remember one thing, that I'm not there watching what you do, right? Yeah, right. So if you read, answer everything, I can guarantee you, when you see the question, you will answer that question quickly. Okay. Because you know it, you know the answer. Okay. Just, because you read everything and you did everything that you were supposed to do, and the map section is very easy. I'm not grading you on spelling either. No problem, no problem. So, if you have any other questions before taking the exam, do not hesitate to email me. And if I feel that, perhaps, you have some questions that you are not 100% sure, or anything, I will say to you, like I did now, let's talk. Sounds good? Okay, so I know that, taking exams and all of that can be very stressful, but I guarantee you, if you go over everything, you're gonna do extremely well on the exam. How do you feel? Oh, okay, good, 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 good. Yeah. Yeah, so I am very approachable and I am, always here for the students. So just, remember that, okay? Like, yeah, I want to make sure that you succeed in the class, not that you end up having a heart attack or anything like that, okay? Never. Yeah. I and I also can sympathize with you because it was very stressful for me to take exams and all of that. So I didn't get any sleep the night before. So I can sympathize about how you feel. That is because you are really a very dedicated student.